If you're doing ab workouts and you're feeling it in your hip flexors or your lower back, you're not doing them right. This is why. This is what I see every day in the clinic. People are training their abs, but they're stuck in an anterior pelvic tilt. That means their low back is off the ground. They're not in a posterior pelvic tilt where their low back is nice and flush. So when you're in an anterior pelvic tilt, so as your iliacus become more dominant, your lumbar erectors are also more dominant, and while your abdominals are more in a lengthened position, becoming an inhibited inability to contract. So in this position, you're actually training more of your hip flexors and your low back and not getting rectus abdominis or obliques. All right, so we're going to fix this. What we're going to do is we're going to lay flat on a bench or on the mat, and I want you to just lay at a resting position. Then I want you to take your hand and try to slide it underneath your back. If you're able to touch your fingers together or touch your hands, then you're in anterior pelvic tilt. So I want you to rotate your pelvis back and put pressure, and then take your hands out from underneath. Then keep that same abdominal pressure and try to slide your hands underneath again. You should just feel your abdominals kick on and able to hold that position. If you're able to hold this position comfortably, you are able to go to the next step. But if you're not, then this may be the position that you need to start training your abs in. So hold it for about a minute. Great, you're able to do that. Let's move on to the next step, which would be the simple marches. You want to pick a leg up and set a leg down. Keeping that same pressure here, are you able to do that and maintain the pressure for about a minute? If you are, then great. If not, this is challenging. This may be what you need to start training at. Next one would be step, which would be a dead bug. So you want to raise both of them up, and you want to start with just your arms. Again, keeping that back nice and flat, alternating each arm. If you're able to do 30 of these and able to keep that back nice and flat, then you should be able to go to the next step, which is throwing your legs out. Again, trying to keep that back nice and flat. As long as you're able to keep that back nice and flat, let's alternate. So again, we're keeping that back nice and flat. You're able to get 30 of those, then you should be good to go to the next phase. This next phase is more challenging. It's more traditional. The main key is to keep that back nice and flat, helping the posterior rotation. So we want to throw our legs out, throw our arms out. So this is going to add a little more trembling. Make sure you keep it nice and flat. And if you're able to hold that for about a minute or so, then you should be good. So that is the correct way to train your abs. Where a lot of people make the mistake is they're stuck in the anterior pelvic tilt. They feel pressure on their hip flexors and their lumbar spine, and they're not actually hitting that abs. So they're not actually able to work in their abs, recruiting the muscle fibers, because the abs are stuck in a lengthened position. In return, they're not going to have that six pack. They're not going to develop that muscle structure or the curved muscle structure that's needed to complete functional tasks. Of course, you can build on this by adding setups, 6 inches, all the planks, side planks, and all the other traditional ab workouts, but you add more of a posterior pelvic tilt rather than anterior pelvic tilt to really engage the abdominals, so you're working the true core instead of compensating with other muscles that are already working in your daily life. So I'm Alex Panel with the Panel Performance Group. If you like this video or you want to see more videos like this, subscribe below, give this video a like, comment below, and let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.